And now, recording from beautiful and sexy Miami, with your hosts, Seth and Laz and Research Lucas. It's Because We Said So.
Sure is. What do you think about that? I got the monitors off and everything. Like I'm straight up ready to go. Rocking and rolling.
Sexy Miami.
That's it. I got some peanut M&M stuck in the back of my throat over there.
That's all that's stuck in the back of your throat?
I was going to say
I'm sure there's plenty of other things if we really wanted to go there. That's for sure. All right, so
Lord.
How's everyone else doing, Luke? How you doing over there? Lucas?
God, I can barely
Jesus,
hear you.
how could you barely hear me? Turn up your headphones.
Yeah, they are out.
With big joints in the background of Zoom classes.
Big joints?
Yeah, joints, as in smoking blunts the background while kids are going to school. In Palm Beach County, imagine that, school board meeting earlier this week, elementary school teacher Edith Pride implored parents to behave appropriately during their child's remote school days, which are filmed and recorded. In her 3-minute speech, Pride asked parents to have on proper clothing, avoid appearing with big joints in the background of their children's video conferences during the day. That's complete opposite here. Yeah. Like if you have it and you died of COVID.
But if you had something else and they didn't know what you had, they would say you died from COVID.
Yeah, but in the U.S. they're saying whenever you die, it's COVID.
Yeah,
no matter what it is.
Really?
Yeah,
Yes.
they were doing that. They were like
You're getting
falsifying deaths.
you're getting 12K or 38K for each death. COVID's getting 38K.
Holy shit.
So
really?
Incentive. Now, if you're in the medical field and you're dealing with this 24/7, this is a come up.
A lot of money.
This is capitalism, baby.
Remember, they couldn't do what they do to the bodies regularly because of the COVID also.
Sure.
So it's like the person dies like,
no checks or balances. It's a wrap.
Damn. I know here, Elena's friends, I mean, I mentioned this on the show before, but they had to get tested for work, and after waiting 2 or 3 hours, they're like, fuck it, and left, and they got a positive result anyway, even though they never actually took the fucking test.
Yep. I heard
How'd they get a positive without taking the test?
Exactly.
Wow. What
exactly.
the fuck, bro?
I know people too, man. This ain't the first time. Like, that's why this shit's like smoke and mirrors, bro.
The question for Lucas.
Yeah, is Lucas an asshole in this situation?
No.
No?
No.
No? Okay.
Either way,
I feel like with him out of here, none of us are going to be assholes.
Well, I feel like an asshole, and I'm out $95.
Actor as busy as they are. And Benoit, you had mentioned the fact that what's going on in South Beach now? You were telling me today.
Well,
the mayor
of Miami Beach, working on changing Ocean Drive, more Art Deco, pedestrian, no cars, and
more family oriented.
No alcohol after midnight, guys. Where is everybody gonna go?
It's like he was out late.
There we go. Why don't you show the folks at home? This is Elena because she's like, sometimes he has something to say and you guys don't even like hear him or blah, 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 blah. So now he's got his own little sign that says, quiet, please. Whenever he has something important to say, I will say it better be fucking important for the sign. All right, let's check it out. There you go. Yeah, it'll have to be in front of your face. Yeah, I put the knife away. All right, so that being said, something important to say, or if we ask you to do a little research Lucas, we can, whenever you find it, you just hold up your cute little sign there and we'll know.
A great diving team.
A great diving team, whatever.
Just in high school.
You know what's funny?
Fuck him.
That same.
It's because I was on the diving team in high school and I sucked because I'm 6'3". Like, who wants to be on the diving team at 6'3"?
It's a big
How many
splash.
spins can you do or flips? I was awful. I just wanted something else to do. Getting a $500 card just to go wherever you want for dinner,
and you could tip
or lunch,
on it.
and you can use tip and alcohol.
That's cool.
That is cool. The question is, would you go
Come
out?
on, Florida. What's up?
Would you go out for a really fat dinner or two, or would you just use it for small
It
dinners?
depends how my life was going. Do I have money or not? Like, but if unemployed, the smart thing to do was to just use it slowly.
I will go for a fat dinner.
Would you? Okay, okay. I'm kind of leaning towards like 2 semi-fat dinners, Lucas.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably spread it out.
Yeah, okay. Pork fried rice down the street.
Yep.
That's for sure. But here's the thing. She did such a good job with that, winning 5 out of 6 cases, which is just unheard of in the Supreme Court. In 1980, President Jimmy Carter named her to the U.S. Court of Appeals for the D.C. Circuit, often called the nation's second most powerful court because of its vast jurisdiction over the federal bureaucracy. But it's just a pretty amazing what this woman was able to do for women's rights, and not just women's rights, just gender equality. Because everyone's spending so much time on other racial things, but they weren't actually thinking about the gender thing.
And it said that it's going to open strip clubs.
Yeah, they're gonna open strip clubs, but the just bars are not opening.
So not if you're just a bar or probably a nightclub, no. But if you're a restaurant that happens to serve titties and ass at the same time, then you can open. Is that how that is? Okay. All right. No locker room talk. My bad.
Martha Stewart launches a CBD line of products.
Okay. Nice.
Rubs, lotions, oils, drops.
Boy, when I think of Martha Stewart,
what is she doing?
Rubs, lotions, and drops and whatever. Jeez.
And no.
Just don't answer the phone.
You got beef?
No, I actually switched my number, my first cell phone, probably a year after I got it.
Okay.
I was getting bill collectors for Rodney, Ronald, Brian, Ryan, and one other fellow. At
Jesus
least
Christ.
4 times a week.
How many guys were we seeing?
Seriously.
Because you only call in because you have a problem.
Sure.
And the person doesn't understand you, and you don't understand them.
I just don't like when they're like, "Hello, my name is Steve." I'm like, "It's not Steve."
Oh.
Like, I know. Come on.
They're using their like real names
off
now.
on the wrong foot. We're supposed to be building trust here. A little bit of trust, you and me.
Don't worry, we're gonna take. You used to call and you get like somebody in Kansas or something, and it would be like Barbara with an accent, but like
she's just so pleasant.
Yeah, but
she's like eating apple pie and sipping iced tea while she's on the phone with you. And
then one day we called, it's like, yo, fuck. No
she's
cows.
like, hold on, darling.
No
She's
steak.
like, tell me what's wrong. How can I help? When he says, so the Novichok, that is one of the nerve agents that they had possibly suspected. There's unequivocal proof that Russian opposition politician Alexei Navalny was poisoned with a Novichok nerve agent, Germany said.
Buried lakes of liquid water discovered on Mars. Thing about this is the salinity level of what they find in Mars is what's going to be the challenge of seeing if there's going to be some type of like actual life form as we speak right now. But, it's something that, evolving on this exploration of the planets next to us, it's just a matter of time. Then you get an evil Elon Musk that wants to nuke the poles of Mars to get some type of like total recall, I guess. That's the only way I can see the future.
We already talked about the second movie sucked because they didn't even go
he never went to Mars, but whatever.
So stupid.
Talking about go Elon Musk.
So here's the thing. They found the water. They're pretty sure, they're like almost positive. They did several scans, like twice as many scans as they ever did before. They know the water starts at about a mile underneath. They're not sure how deep it goes, but they're saying it's mostly salt water, a lot of salinity and stuff like that. So, and we have, obviously, there are plenty of places on this planet where salt water, but they're talking like super brackish.
Right.
But yeah, they think it's very, very possible.
Yeah.
So who knows? Water up there. So, Lucas, you ready for your weather?
Yes, I am.
This is the Amada's favorite part of the show, by the way.
Yes, it is.
Insider. I got this from Insider. Nearly $1 million has been raised for a Kenosha shooting suspect Kyle Rittenhouse, according to a Christian fundraising site and the teen's lawyers. A fundraiser on... So Novichok, meeting newcomer in Russia, applies to a group of synthetically produced nerve agents originally developed by the Soviet Union in a laboratory in Uzbekistan before the USSR disintegrated in 1991.
Back in March, when the stock market was crashing, right, the Federal Reserve basically came out and said, okay, we're going to do 3 things. We're going to keep interest rates low for the unforeseeable future, right? Yep. Which means borrowing will be cheap, right? So that kind of temporarily takes off the table the possibility of a credit lockup, right? Sure. So banks, in other words, will feel comfortable knowing that they're backed by the Federal Reserve, lending out money.
Sure. I got a Britney Spears update. Are we ready?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we ready?
We used to love Britney Spears, huh?
Not really, but I mean, I grew up. It's the same generation.
Britney, bitch.
So yeah, I mean, back in the day, dude, she still is, but she was a badass.
So she decided to
Leave Britney alone.
Leave Britney alone. But that had nothing to do with this. The whole leave Britney alone.
I don't even know what the hell that is.
The 30-year-old
Nothing is gonna be the same, regardless. It's
Well,
not just
yeah,
about China
for sure,
and then this pandemic or whatever is the case. We call it we're awake. We're
Yep.
more awake
Woke.
about. Yes, exactly. And we see things differently.
Sure.
Some politicians manipulate how we act or what we say or what we think or social media. So it's not gonna be the same, regardless.
That's true. Boom.
Yeah, of boom.
Of Boom. The lady of Boom. Okay. I'll see if I can find a picture of that. Maybe I'll throw it up. All right. The lady of Boom.
Sounds like a porn star.
It does. The lady of Boom.
Perverts.
Yeah. Guilty.
That's probably how you found it.
That's true. All right. So Monday. So all three of them go away for a long
They fucking
time,
deserve it.
dude.
Whatever. Bro.
So
Because of video games.
yeah, but it's for a lot.
It's not the first time. There's a lot of things out there, and
Yeah.
it's true. I have a friend of mine. When he plays, he gets super angry.
Yeah, they get into
Fuck
it.
you. You
Yeah.
good.
And it's the
But the same
kids
thing
that get
with
more
sports
pissed
and
off.
stuff,
Yeah,
too.
because
It's
you
not
don't know
because of
who
the
you
video
play
games.
with. You can
So-
have like 20 players at once from all around the world.
My little girl is 2 years old, and some of we don't have games for like video games or whatever, but there's some games that she can play on some of her learning devices, and she gets fucking frustrated.
Games?
And at 2, so I can imagine.
Did you mean violent video games or video games in general, Elodie?
Well,
Say that
she
again?
thinks violent video games are destroying the fabric of
Yep.
humanity.
I think so, because not everyone can handle it the same way.
Well,
But not everyone can handle Marilyn Manson the same way either.
I see my
So-
brother
that's the
lose
same
at
thing.
2K and get very mad.
Yeah, but it's not that. It gives people ideas.
Sure, it does. It does. No doubt.
Okay, so Monday, September 14th, we'll have a high of 80 with a low of 54. Pleasant with plenty of sun, 0% chance of precipitation.
Okay, nice. Okay.
Tuesday, September 15th, high of 80, low of 57. Partly sunny and comfortable, 2% chance of precipitation.
It's just like, get a little breeze in there.
For the U.S. Open 2020, and my main man, Roger Federer, who had arthroscopic surgery back in February, who was feeling a little better, had to undergo another surgery. And because of that, the rest of the season in 2020, he will be out, and his fans are missing him. But
This one dumbass actually went to a pizza shop with a gun, was arrested because he was like, "Where's the freaking basement? We were hiding the kids." And of course, the pizza's like, "We don't have a fucking basement."
It
What's
was like in
wrong with
Florida.
you?
I can't remember.
Did you by any chance get a poem to read by her?
No, I didn't.
Oh, luckily
I'm not
I
into that
did.
type of stuff. Oh, you did. Am I reading it?
Sure are.
Oh yeah. That would have been hilarious.
I got you a short one though. It's only 3 stanzas.
It's fine.
It's not too bad.
Do I have to use my poem voice?
For those
Sure.
that don't know what a stanza is, would you like to?
So sure, fair enough. So
Basically
poems are basically, you have your set of, they're like paragraphs in a poem. So, a stanza could basically be like the first set of words. And in other words, like Lucas is really dumb. Yeah, and he's not much fun, but we don't care because he's a piece of crap. That'd be the first stanza.
You're such a douche.
He has no friends, and I don't really care, and he's still a piece of crap. That would be like the second stanza. So, for instance, I'm just saying, for instance. So, aren't you glad he asked, Lucas? All right. So, please, hold on.
Laz's corner of positivity.
Oh man.
There we go. All right. So, why don't
it
you
wasn't
go
a
for
question. It's for the viewers.
it? Yeah. So,
The Night Migrations by Louis Gleck. This is the moment when you see again.
And everywhere she go, they told her that some specific picture she had to delete it from her phone, but she had a camera, a body cam.
Sure.
So she was filming how many police stopped her. So she said, in order for me to know, reveal my cover, she have to do touristic things.
Sure.
And she took a train ride for 17 hours. And in that train ride was a Muslim. And she was asking him what was happening. And he said, if they caught me saying this, I could die. But they obligate me to sing different songs and different than my belief.
Oh yeah, I remember this being annoying, but I was beautiful. That's what I remember.
Did you remember to put your makeup on today, Laz?
Yes, of course. Bitch.
Oh,
Hey, what's your favorite thing about M&Ms?
Really? What kind of question is the nuts? Of course. Of
Nuts
course.
in your mouth and not in your hands.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Backdoor Lucas.
Hey,
oh shit. Yeah, thanks.
I hate
Thanks. Here's a part.
all
For
right.
something serious, like a seatbelt or an airbag, I'll probably take
Well,
it.
of course.
Yeah.
For sure. What's that, Elodie?
I got a brand new Hyundai 2019. I had to change the rotors twice. My compressor blew.
For your AC?
Yeah.
Wait, you bought it brand new?
Yep. Brand new.
What?
Yeah.
Wait.
I can keep going on that.
Okay. And Marcos, you were thinking you might be an asshole? Was that right?
Am I an asshole?
Yeah. All right. So I work at a sushi spot, Pub Belly Sushi Props.
Yep.
So sometimes I get to take some sushi home.
We won't say which one.
All right. Skip that then. And I'll call my girl. Hey, baby, you want any food? Da-da-da. She's like, no, I'm good. I'm like, you want absolutely nothing. Not even a piece of my roll. You don't want anything. No, I don't want anything. I'm good.
I know where this is going.
Yeah.
I know where this is going.
You know, and I'm starving, double shifts. There's always two sides to a story. So
what would her side be? What do you think?
her side would be, you know that I always want something, even when I say I don't.
Hey.
That's correct.
Yep.
That's
And
correct.
do I?
The second thing the Federal Reserve did is they came out and said that we are going to promise to buy high yield and corporate grade debt, right? In other words, they're going to come in and help save these struggling companies who might have been adversely affected by the pandemic.
Certainly.
Right?
Yeah. They have, the airlines obviously got a chunk of money and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly.
In August, Mr. Putin announced with great fanfare that the vaccine called Sputnik 5 works effectively enough to be approved. Oh yeah, Russia, they're rushing it, ha ha ha. I didn't do that on purpose. It just happened to. I tried to play it off like I read it that way somewhere and made that joke, but actually I just kind of, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Oh, you did it.
Sure. Sure. I mean, thank you very much. All right. So Russia rushing. And this is from Wired magazine. Cobalt is a scarce, toxic, and lustrous metal that is found in the negatively charged electrodes or cathodes of almost all lithium-ion batteries used today. It's expensive, heavy, linked to unethical mining practices, wild price swings, and the tenuous global supply chain. The material. Benny, I mean, would you take it if there's a vaccine? Let's do it.
No way, nanotechnology.
I will definitely.
Do you really believe that shit?
Yeah,
I will wait.
Yep. Oh my
no,
God,
I don't think that's what they can't. They already do that with us, anyways. Do you have a phone?
Lucas, you'd take it, I assume.
Shortly after you do, see if it's safe.
What a dickhead. So Russia ran phase 1 and 2. Nobody received a placebo, which is really, really important. BBC, UK beef exports to resume to the U.S. after more than 20 years. British beef is back on the U.S. menus for the first time in more than 20 years as exports restart on Wednesday. The beef was banned after a BSE outbreak in 1996 when cattle were infected with what became commonly known as mad cow disease.
Thought to be extinct. New Guinea's singing dogs found alive in the wild.
I saw that. Yeah. I'm going to jump off. NBC News, Amazon wins FAA approval for Prime Air drone delivery fleet.
But this is hilarious, though. Don't cut it out. No, you got to cut it out.
Oh, my goodness. Lucas had no idea. It's like a whole flock of birds in that chest. Thing. If it's something that does work, and here's the thing, this is good for you, Benoit, because if it does work, then you can take the Russian vaccine. You won't have to worry about Bill Gates or Elon Musk or whoever the fuck else out there is producing billions of freaking grains of sand, blah, blah, blahs.
Nanotechnology.
You and Stefan and so Mitch McConnell, who is trying to get the Supreme Court justice in, cancels Senate votes for the next 2 weeks. So basically, no votes in the Senate for the next 2 weeks. but we can still have the Supreme Court confirmation hearing.
Yeah, here we go.
Like, it's not the biggest sack of bullshit you've ever seen in your life. Some people ate the seeds, according to the documents.
Oh, God.
Like,
What
seriously.
the fuck? No.
Dude, seeds
What's
from
wrong
China,
with you?
bro. Let's totally grub them out.
Were they white?
Bro, of course they were white.
I'm sure there was a black person.
All right, maybe one.
Well.
What do you think? Any Latin folks eating Chinese mystery seeds, Yamato? What do you think?
Their white friend made them eat it.
Okay. So they received many shipments planning.
And then you have to realize that the guy that has 3 wives is actually is about to select three Supreme Court justices. That's
3.
That's a fourth of the amount.
Unbelievable.
The guy's had 3 wives and he's selecting 3 justices, man.
Konstantin Nikolaev recently spotted a massive crater 80 meters, 250 feet in diameter in the Yamal Peninsula in northern Siberia. That's a big freaking hole. I mean, that's a massive explosion.
But it's not around anywhere anybody would see it. Or
No,
hear
Siberia.
It. Yeah.
Well, the permafrost is melting. And because the permafrost is melting, all that methane in there is being, all these microorganisms are eating all of the melted nutrients, and that's what's creating the methane. And yeah, dude, it just doesn't know where to freaking go.
Food that's being made chemically, or is it grown? You know what I'm saying? Because all this
I
other
wonder
food.
that too. Lucas, can you look up and see where the food comes from, where they get their food from? Research Lucas.
Because I know everything's a business, and
it's possible. It's possible.
What's that program called?
So the World Food Program, Fox News. This is interesting. It's not often used, Fox News, but every once in a while, you gotta spread your wings and fly. So Fox News, Disney CFO Christine McCartney admitted Thursday during a business conference that choosing to shoot certain scenes in the Xinjiang region of China for the studio's remake of Mulan has generated lots of issues for us. You feel like they could have picked a better place maybe to film their movie?
It's Disney. How do you think Disney products are made?
Oh, dude.
Like, come on.
Dude, I mean, it's true, but come on.
There's pictures and video of people
Benoit
going
loves
in there.
watching himself in the camera over there.
People are actually going.
Relations between the two nations have been frosty since 2018, when 2 Canadians were detained in China over spying allegations. This week, Beijing's envoy to Canada, Kong Piwu, explicitly told Canada not to accept asylum seekers from Hong Kong, calling them violent criminals in a video news conference. If the Canadian side really cares about stability and prosperity of Hong Kong and really cares about the good health and safety of those 300,000 Canadian passport holders in Hong Kong and large number of Canadian companies operating in Hong Kong, you should support these efforts to fight violent crimes, Mr. Kong said. It's a lot of Kongs. And Kong is C-O-N-G as opposed to K-O-N-G. So anyway, when asked if his statement was a threat, Mr. Kong said, "That is your interpretation." Mr. Kong also...
Take it however you want to take it.
Yeah.
So just exactly how are the Canadians in danger?
Well, exactly. Just the fact he would say in danger is just so ridiculous.
Gonna bomb Canada?
To develop a microneedle array patch for measles and rubella vaccination that enables house-to-house campaigns via administration by minimally trained personnel. Basically, microneedle patch, what we've been talking about, but something that literally, if you had to, you could just do it yourself. You don't need anyone to come in. You don't have to go to the fucking doctors. Just enable you just do it yourself. Died suddenly, but the incident was largely covered up by the government. Since there's no electricity or telephone service in the area, it was not difficult to keep the incident secret. And the 5,000 people who lived in the villages near Lake Neos were unaware of the potential danger to their own lake.
Or Weed Whack the Creek. That was about 300 feet long. It was a 6-acre property. And that just sold for about $600,000.
Tell you what, Ziamata is loving this lawn talk. Yeah. I can tell you right now.
About.
This is like, riveting stuff, guys.
There are, where I'm from, there's a lot of native places that...
Are there?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we don't have that here,
still
so...
haven't gotten, like, the full extent of the Christianity up their asses,
Sure.
But then again, how did Jesus get to Korea? By the way,
Korean Jesus again.
How did you get there?
Told CNN. Rather, she was the victim of swatting set up by her 2 roommates. 11 women, including her roommates, were involved in the incident. SFA Chief of Police John Fields confirmed at a news conference Wednesday morning that they were all involved. The story was made up about her that said she was threatening to stab people in the room with scissors, Kalinin said. It was extremely traumatizing for her and has led to a lot of problems psychologically, and she is suffering from depression. Whenever she hears any footsteps outside her dorm room, she is always terrified. So, swatting incident, girls didn't like her, and they completely they basically said she was going to stab herself. She's sleeping. It's 3 a.m., and freaking cops go in there. She was recruited as a cheerleader.
Yeah.
They're jealous, maybe.
That's the only thing. That's what I said. Jealousy.
And she was optimistic. She wanted to be part of it. Like,
So
that's
excited.
crazy,
Yeah, man. Could you imagine? The lawyer said the individuals had convinced the dorm's resident assistant who called campus police. So basically they went to, the resident assistant said, you got to do this. She's going to stab herself, yada, yada, and got the assistant. So you need to have the balls to call themselves. Had this. How could you even expect to get away with this? That's what I don't understand. That's just shows you how stupid these people are. You're up.
All right. So for Miami Herald, you'll soon be able to get your Florida driver's license over an app. Florida will allow a smartphone app for digital driver's licenses with security controls that meet national and international standards. I don't want to read the whole thing, because I was just I was curious about how they're going to be able to stop fake ones and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But they have a plan for everything.
So this is going to replace your regular ID?
Yep. And
wow. We got them in.
Oh my goodness, Lucas. Remember you guys saw me on Seth's birthday that happened to be in October 31st?
Yep.
Halloween. And I was wearing this costume and then
we were taking the picture.
He
and
posted
the
a
girl.
picture like this girl was she was talking and I was like, can you move? Because I wanted to get a picture with you two. And then Seth ended up posting the picture.
Yep. It was like, fuck these hoes. Take the picture.
Yeah, exactly. That was the last time that I saw you both.
Shout outs to Bangladesh. Bangladesh has been hitting us up lately. We're really, really appreciative of that. That is for sure. Really, really awesome. India, Bangladesh has been banging it out. Belgium, once again, we get you guys every week, which we're really happy about also.
Lower 10, mostly cloudy. The precipitation at only 25%.
25%. Okay.
That's great weather.
So it's looking, it's looking like Twat's going to be really wet this week.
Yeah. I really hope you get somebody from that city just sending something. You're like,
what?
We have to look at what led up to the crash.
Sure.
Rewind back to mid-February. All 3 major indices, actually the NASDAQ and the S&P, are both at all-time highs. The Russell Small Cap 2000 is kind of approaching all-time highs. We are off the heels of a major tax cut, right, in which Republicans and the president cut the corporate tax rate by, I believe, 12 to 13 percentage points.
Sure.
And basically, but that's the whole thing with they mass produce a lot of shit, bro.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Apple phones and Foxconn,
that's why
where they literally have nets, so you can't freaking commit suicide. We've talked about this.
A stray AM thunderstorm and cloudy.
AM thunderstorm. You like those sound effects, Benny?
Yeah, so dumb.
First thing, did you guys hear about the guy flying the jetpack by LAX airport?
So I heard that there was more than one airplane that said they saw some guy in a jetpack.
Yeah.
Welcome to my world.
Yeah, I don't really need them.
Yes, you do.
Not this close. I really don't.
But you wear them usually?
When we're gaming, I will, because really small text is a pain in the ass.
No,
gaming?
That's lies. Sometimes I could tell when he sucks because he doesn't have his glasses on.
You need them. I have my contacts on. It's okay, bro. I need glasses. When I'm home, I wear my glasses.
I'll wear them. I wear my glasses just for you guys.
And he mentioned that if he had to go to the grocery store, in reality, they mail the food to them, to the doorstep. If they dare to go out, they will beat them.
It's late for us, though.
It's a little
Sundays.
later. It's a little late.
Sundays usually.
Yeah, it's because you weren't here on time, butt munch.
Fuck that. They thought it was supposed to be 8 o'clock. Lucas is leaving at 7:30. Round trip. He'd be back at 8:10.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get started with the rest of our show. We're going to be coming through with Lucas's weather pretty shortly. But first, I have a question for somebody.
What? You got beef?
Or...
Am I an asshole?
Yawn alert. What's up, man? It's freaking 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
I should be yawning, bro.
What time did you wake up, Seth?
What time did I wake up today? Like 11, something
Really?
like that. Yeah,
6:30 for me.
6:30.
What time did you go to sleep?
Yeah, that was 11 hours ago. Yeah, what time did you go to sleep?
Me?
Probably
No,
10:30, 11.
10:30. Jeez.
You slept 8 hours, bro.
The fuck, bro? No excuse.
I slept 4 hours today.
I told you,
I
drink
worked
some
last night.
fucking tea before the show.
Fucking pussy.
Go for it.
All right.
So, where in UK?
Scotland.
Okay.
The town or the parish of Twat in the Shetland Islands.
Wait, can you spell that for the listeners, please?
I will. Take a couple breaths. Take a go.
All right, Lucas, that's a good one. That's a good one. All right.
So this week we have Twat, Shetland Islands, Scotland.
Can you spell twat for the listeners, please?
TWATT.
All right, so I guess we're going to go with Twat, Scotland. So in April, Mr. Trump had backed anti-lockdown protesters, tweeting "Liberate Michigan" in all caps. A month later, armed protesters opposed the lockdown, stormed the state capitol. Michigan's attorney general confirmed on Thursday that 2 men photographed at the May protest are among the arrested plot suspects. On Thursday night, Mr. Trump, a Republican, sought to take credit for federal investigators eliminating the alleged threat to the governor. Rather than say thank you, she calls me a white supremacist, while Biden and Democrats refuse to contain Antifa, anarchists, and looters and mobs that burn down Democratic-run cities, he tweeted. So, he wants her to, thank him for, capturing these guys when he had nothing to fucking do with it, of course. So, Marcos, you said you had beef, right?
What? You got beef?
Got a little bit of beef.
All right, Marcos has some beef. Take it away.
Not too serious, but come on. For example, let's say delivery guys.
Sure.
Why do you have to throw a box over my fence while it's raining?
Oh, fuck, bro.
It's pouring. And I know you have to have some kind of bag, something to put it in so it doesn't get wet. But you decide, fuck it, I'm going to just throw it over the fence. Who knows what's on the other side?
He stole his bike and he wanted to buy a new bike, but
Sure.
he couldn't because all the shit comes from China.
Market. An esports company in which David Beckham owns a significant stake is seeking to raise £20 million by listing its shares on the London Stock Exchange.
That's not, but he was kind of getting away with stuff, but then he robbed the bank with his friends and ended up in prison and found a way to escape to New York. Got a new birth certificate and got married. His wife had no idea about what was going on with him.
What's that, Lucas?
I honestly think I haven't had tequila since before I left for Miami.
Okay. There you go.
That was Jose Cuervo Gold.
Oh, God.
That's not a good example of what tequila is.
And
that's the crap that would be in those big ass 50,000 gallon tanks.
Only
we're talking
50%,
about.
only
And that was
51% has to be the good thing for them to sell it as a gold bag.
Sure.
This is premium tequila, so it has to be 100% blue Weber.
Blue
right?
agave.
Yeah,
for
And
sure.
that was about
Similarly, there's no way microchips would be able to transmit information independently. The human body is not an ideal environment for data transfer. BBC: son sells 28 years of birthday whiskey to buy first home. A man whose father gave him 18-year-old whiskey every year for his birthday is selling the collection to buy a house.
I have a flight in December that I'm about to cancel if they force me to take a COVID test.
Yeah. Because with the COVID test, you got to get all this information and you're in the freaking database.
I don't need to get tracked when an app was put on a phone that nobody knew about.
Oh, so nobody knew about the app?
Nah, nobody
I didn't know
knew.
that.
What app?
People, he said, Laz, you know about that app?
No.
Open up your phone, go to Google settings. You'll see there's a COVID app where people could track if you have COVID or not.
Oh, And what? And on our phones?
Yep. Everybody's
now?
phone. Yep. Nobody knows about it.
Hold up. Google. Like he could just. But anyway, Banksy loses battle with greetings card firm over flower bomber trademark. One of his famous pieces is a guy throwing like a grenade, but it's a bouquet of roses. Supreme Court Associate Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, a legal pioneer for gender equality, became the second woman ever to serve on the nation's highest court and ultimately a pop culture icon, died Friday. She was 87. Go ahead, Lucas.
No.
He didn't put up the sign.
That's true.
Recreation camps or educational, they take their kids they take the kids about 5 years old. They are not even ready to potty train, and
Wait, they take the
brainwash
kids from the parents?
Yes,
Sure.
and then the parents either fled, that country, or they are beating. They beat them either to death until they start changing their belief.
Part of the leaked documents included 2018 court records that describe a case of an Uyghur man sentenced to prison for encouraging his coworkers to become better Muslims by avoiding such behavior as using foul language. Can you believe? I mean, coworkers, guy sentenced for telling people to be a better Muslim, and it's in the freaking court records, sentenced, not like, tried and got off or charged and sentenced for telling Muslims not to use foul language, be a better Muslim.
For health things, if women can't afford to go to like a regular OBGYN, they can go there. There's a lot of things that Planned Parenthood does
100%.
besides just that. It's just like I said, if you're not informed, you can be tricked and easily.
100%. Mr. Navalny, his anti-corruption foundation, and associate made a video questioning the quality of their products after a food poisoning outbreak in Moscow schools in 2018. But in October 2019, a court ordered them to delete the video and paid 88 million rubles or $1.1 million in damages for libel, saying they had caused the company moral damage. So, guy gets out of the coma, and they seize his assets, and they seize his apartment, and they seize his bank accounts.
So I just don't understand why there's such testing that takes so long and some that's so quick. If it's such a serious fucking thing.
AP, record avalanche of early voters transforms the 2020 election. More than 22 million Americans have already cast ballots in the 2020 election, a record-shattering avalanche of early voters driven by both Democratic enthusiasm and a pandemic that has transformed the way the nation votes. What's interesting, though, is the fact that the Democrats, because so many have already voted, they can focus their attention on not getting so many of the people that were going to vote. They can try to go after the people that might not have voted. So
sneaky.
Now the Democrats are a little bit ahead in that regard. The Republicans are like, anybody, please vote.
Hey, how about DJ Eric Murillo, Subliminal Records? Unfortunately, one of sold out best house DJs of all time passed away a few days ago.
I'm pretty sure you have something Samsung in here. Everyone has something Samsung in their house.
Oh yeah, my phone is Samsung.
Yeah, I'm saying, I think my fridge, my TV,
so,
not my phone and tablets. I don't
you
like
have that dream where you go into the freaking pool with the phone in your pocket. I did that with Alicia. I did that 2 weeks ago, and I'm in the pool, splash around. I'm like, oh no! I pull it out. It's like, hey, I'm a little wet. Can you let me dry out? And we'll be good to go.
The same thing.
Yeah, it's like, hey.
That's 2020 shit, though, right?
Just give me a little paper towel. We'll be fine.
You think Samsung's
Lucas, what do we got?
Fucking Austria.
No, it's not called fucking Austria.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Can you... Wait, hold on.
Wait.
Well,
is it fucking Austria or is it fucking...
English is fucking, but the German pronunciation or the whatever language I haven't seen is fucking.
Fucking.
Can
you spell it, please, for the listeners out there?
Fucking.
But it doesn't matter, though. It's still a safety issue.
It's wrong,
And don't let me wrong. If I'm in an unsafe situation, I'm calling the police, bro. I'm not gonna.
That's it.
No matter how we feel about whatever they do, sometimes it is what it is. That's why they're here.
Sure.
So I'm not gonna. Oh, somebody's downstairs with a gun. Oh, let me go downstairs. No. Hey,
Fuck that. Call
somebody's
the police.
downstairs with a gun. I'm good.
All tequila comes from Jalisco. And by the way, if I butcher any Spanish, Camille, please feel free. All tequila comes from Jalisco.
Jalisco.
Jalisco?
I'm just kidding.
That was quick.
Fucking bitch. Jesus Christ, dude. So, which is right in the middle of Mexico on the west side. I'm going to start BBC. Alex Navalny, a poison Putin critic, will return to Russia. I was expecting he was like, nah, screw it. But you gotta admire his tenacity. He's going for it, that's for sure. So he wrote off about $26 million in unexplained consulting fees. One of them was to his daughter for $747,000, which he paid her for consulting, and then he wrote it off. Tax law allows him to do that. It's, the IRS might want him to prove. So it's not, it happens, but it's definitely a little bit unusual. But fair enough.
So who did he win again? I think Trump, right?
What was that?
Did Trump was another runner-up that he beat out?
He was
right?
nominated. I don't know about runner-up per se.
Yeah, all right. Well, good. 'Cause Trump didn't need it anyway.
No, I can't. How could they give it to Trump?
No, bro.
Seriously.
I don't know how he was nominated, but
Sure.
whatever.
How can 44% of the people be that fucking stupid?
I can't be that.
It's
much,
not
bro.
even technologically, and we'll get into it. I can see how people put it together. I can see it. I can see if you stretch it, you want to be a conspiracy theorist, and I can get it. But technologically, it's not even fucking scientifically possible. That's what pisses me off.
Just do whoever is watching the show, or the hundreds of people that are gonna watch this show, right? Seth?
Thousands.
Thousands of people.
Kidding me?
Thousands.
Gonna break the internet.
Just do your own research and
Break the
you
internet,
will
folks.
see.
Hold on. Okay. But that's exactly that had to happen sooner or later. Got him. So Lucas, what do we got for weather this week? I'll pretend like I never heard it.
This week we have truth or consequence, New Mexico.
Truth or consequences, New Mexico.
So the beginning of this week, school started for Miami-Dade.
Oh yeah.
And all the systems are down, and they just thought it was a glitch because Broward County had the same thing. But come to find out, they were cyber attacked by DDoS.
Yep.
And they arrested the guy that did it. It was a 16-year-old that was.
That was a 16-year-old?
Yep. That was a Miami-Dade high school student.
So he was going to. Oh wow.
Yeah. So he.
Account has been hacked. So the way it works is, let's say I want to sell flowers, or let's say artificial flowers. And so what I'll do is, they're inexpensive. They don't cost a lot. I'll set up my company and I'll just go online, look for as many addresses and people and whatever I can find and just mail them. Because they've been paid for, because they've been mailed, I can actually, and because I purchased them, even though, I own them or I own the company, I can give myself a positive review.
Yeah.
So that's basically what they do.
I was waiting for the scam.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's exactly it. So,
Well, when you reduce the amount of money a corporation has to pay to the government, you then therefore unlock more, possibilities as far as their earnings are concerned, right? They're going to make more money, given they have to pay less to the government, right?
and what the argument for it is that by doing that, by reducing that rate, they're going to be able to hire more people and pay more people and invest in the company. But that's what they expect, and that's what everyone says is going to happen, but that's not what happens.
Exactly. So supply and demand, right?
What's that, Lucas?
I was going to say they're very good at making cheap stuff.
Who?
Yeah.
No.
China.
They're
China. We're talking about India, Dork.
Yeah.
Pay attention.
they're very polite, and
Lucas.
I know.
So Donald Trump in a tweet, this is so funny. I thought Mini Mike was through with Democratic politics after spending almost $2 billion and then given the worst and most inept debate performance in the history of presidential politics.
What a fucking hater.
Pocahontas ended his political career on the first question. Over. Save New York City instead.
Several boats sank in Texas Saturday while taking part in a parade in support of President Donald Trump. The incidents were reported at Lake Travis in Travis County, home of the state capital, Austin.
Sure.
We responded to multiple calls of boats in distress. Several of them sank. But there are no reports of fatalities or injuries, and the investigators have not determined how many boats sank.
So anyway, what's your favorite color?
Who?
You.
Me?
Yep.
Black.
Black. I can't make fucking black. Of course. It's
just
not
turn
even
it
a
off.
color. I can put on purple.
What do you mean we're not a color?
You know,
Yeah, right.
I was black, not a color. How is black not a color?
All right. Well, we got black light up there. Actually, it's black light behind you, the purple there.
You know what? Let's do yellow.
Cool.
All right. Yellow? All right. We can do yellow.
How does that look?
We haven't had yellow.
How many different colors can you make?
Dude, I can make a bunch of different colors with this thing. It's actually pretty cool. Kind of like I don't know if I've showed my sound effects pad out there, but this is my sound effects pad. So as you can see here, let me turn this light off. So you can see all the sound effects on there. Lots of colors on that too. But I can't.
At least 5 different occasions where they were forced, well, not forced, but put into an attorney-client room and were either handcuffed but left in there for 2 hours to listen to Baby Shark on repeat.
Really loud too. And that shit's annoying.
All right, man. So BBC, Xinjiang, China defends education camps. They're calling education camps. China has defended its controversial policies in Xinjiang region just days after the U.S. government announced import restrictions on products coming out of the area. On Wednesday, Swedish clothing giant H&M said it was severing ties with a Chinese yarn producer amid accusations that the company was using slave labor from Xinjiang.
Yeah. Went to walk back over. First step in my property, somebody else's dog shit.
Fuck, bro. You're not fenced in.
It's good luck. It's good luck.
It's a good look.
Yeah, Lucas, it's good luck. Actually, I remember Benoit told me if you step on shit in your left foot, it's good luck. So which foot was it? That's the question.
But it has to be totally by accident, right?
Right foot?
No, who steps in dog shit on purpose?
You also have to remember we are in a country where there's a definite percentage of adults that think chocolate milk comes from brown cows.
Does it?
That's probably true.
No, from CNN.
They stopped her multiple times. Suddenly, she realized she's being followed by this Chinese man in every single day until she went and confronted him and said, are you following me? And he just, ignored her. But the entire trip, she kept recording him. So obviously the Chinese people track, whoever is a tourist or a journalist. They don't want this information to be out.
100% they don't.
With the weather.
All right, Lucas. So what you got? Are you ready for the weather?
Yeah.
So what do we got this week?
Dendover. Denmark.
I mean, if you get bought out and someone buys your show, then eventually, there's a possibility. We don't have to worry about that just yet, though. We're getting there.
All right, Joe Rogan, taking bets.
50 million.
51.
51. Dude, what is this?
Price is Right.
Price is Right. Actually, you would have gone under.
Is he still doing the show?
Yeah, he's still doing it. Yeah,
100%. I'll say like 70 million.
70 million? Go ahead.
More.
Ooh. Do we have a buzzer? A wrong answer buzzer? 100 million.
What?
I'm sure he pays more than $750 a year.
And they pay him.
Sure.
So they bought him out and they pay him. I know everything's starting to open back up and be kind of normal. Guys, everybody just needs to protect themselves still and
100%.
Be safe.
I've gotten lazy.
Yeah, I get it, but besides work and here, I barely go that much places.
Sure.
So
grocery store, that's really it.
I mean, you have to go to the grocery store. I have no choice.
But here's
I mean,
the thing, like the park with our little kid, like we take her there and there's just fucking kids and parents and the fountain is going and all this shit, dude.
We gotta don't feel comfortable yet.
Bangladesh, you've been here with us for a while. Paris Hilton's new documentary, you gotta go see it. It's on YouTube. I'm telling you, you're gonna be like, holy shit.
Paris Hilton.
Paris Hilton, dude, it was all an act. I'm telling you, when you watch this, like she was kidnapped out of her own fucking home. Her parents arranged it. Dude, I'm not even fucking kidding. You gotta watch the documentary. It's on. Nice. Hold on, one more.
Laz's Corner of Positivity.
Yes.
All right.
Bridger Walker is a 6-year-old boy who shielded his younger sister from a attacking German Shepherd.
Nice.
He got 90 stitches on his body, but he saved his 3-year-old sister.
Wow.
And he said, if anyone should die, it's me because I'm her brother and that's my job.
Wow.
The World Boxing Council recognized him as a heavyweight champion. It was entered in the official WBC register that he was the best fighter in the world on that fateful day. Crazy.
14 shots.
14 in the face and the freaking torso.
So what type of gun was he rocking?
Well, that's a good
Probably a
question.
Glock.
Anything can have 14.
That is, I don't know.
Pretty much.
Glock, maybe. I mean, he certainly wasn't machine gun. I mean, it's not like he walked in with like a cross of blow
But
dart.
other people weren't. Other people were there. He
The
wasn't.
accent. Saint Laurent boutique in France
Yves Saint
was
Laurent.
seized. What's that?
Yves Saint Laurent.
Yves Saint Laurent. Yo, you're French. Yeah, say it again.
YSL.
Yves Saint Laurent.
Yves Saint Laurent. Okay. Oh, Jesus
a
Christ.
YSL
Anyway,
bag.
Australia. All right, cool. So we got a quick.
I thought you were an asshole this week.
Well, kind of, yeah. Okay, let's say it. So my morning runs, no one is wearing a mask anymore. So I got beef about that.
I don't wear one.
I told someone, and
They said not to do it while you're running, though. But you're not supposed to be running.
no, but even walking, no one.
That's the plan. All right, cool. Let's rock and roll.
Monday.
Just
October-
about to hit the crickets, man. You got in just in time.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Monday, October 4th. High of 57, low of 50. Showers and
All right, BBC U.S. election 2020. Court allows Texas postal vote restrictions. A U.S. appeals court has issued a temporary stay that allows Texas to limit drop-off points to just one per county in next month's elections. All right, so I got a quick update. We'll get out of here. GoodNewsNetwork.org. Bee populations are increasing in many states, with Maine seeing 70% rise in 2 years. So, yes, very, very happy about that.
That's awesome.
So
I got one feel good, kind of.
okay. Oh, wait, hold on.
good.
I know it's not Laz, but
Laz's corner of positivity.
There's no positivity, Seth.
I know you give me
I
a
don't
lot
know.
of crap.
I did some research, and people were talking about how like
Laz's corner of positivity.
people like want to hear some positive shit.
No.
So NBC News: life found on Venus. It could be atmospheric chemistry or pollution from unseen volcanoes, but there's a chance, not an insignificant chance, that scientists have made the first clear discovery of life beyond Earth. Wearing at customers.
Oh, the birds.
Yeah. It just went ballistic. They were all swearing. The venue's chief executive, Steve Nichols, told CNN Travel on Tuesday, "We're a little concerned about the children. I get called a fat twat every time I walk past," Nichols complained. Most galaxies. Those of you who don't know what a black hole is, it essentially when a star explodes, if it's big enough, the gravitational wake of the star exploding will actually compact everything to where matter is so tight that not light can escape, nothing can escape. Some people think that the Big Bang started with an exploding black hole, yada, yada, yada.
The super enzyme was engineered by linking two separate enzymes, both of them which were found in plastic-eating bugs discovered by a Japanese waste site in 2016.
Oh, so it's bugs. That's
so they're
cool.
bugs that eat plastic. And now they just figured out how to make them bugs eat twice or 6 times as much plastic.
That's pretty cool. You guys know Beat It by Michael Jackson. You know the guitar solo in there? The really famous guitar solo that comes out?
Yeah.
So, did you guys know that was Eddie Van Halen?
No.
Exactly, dude. AP, how Eddie Van Halen transformed Michael Jackson's Beat It. And so he gave it a listen. And in turn, he went to me and went, wow, thank you. Wow, thank you so much for having the
I
passion.
knew you were going to do that shit.
CNN, most long-term observers of EU-China relations agree that 2020 has been a bit of a disaster in that sphere. It hasn't just been China's initial poor handling of a pandemic that began in its borders that have damaged ties. Europe's most senior politicians have been forced to think carefully about what kind of geopolitical actor China is trying to become. Tesla is planning its battery day for September 22nd, and analysts and investors are looking forward to hearing what new developments the company has on it.
Our science is only based on our planet.
True. Carbon-based life forms, and there could be iron-based life forms, or lithium, or hydrochloric acid. 100%.
Different temperatures, different.
Sure.
Everything.
For sure. These guys are playing, Call of Duty online.
Duty.
Yeah, World War II. And it happens more often than you think, but they're getting their asses kicked. These people are really, really competitive. So he's like, where do you fucking live, man? Blah, blah, blah. And he gives them the old address. So these two guys, they call in the swatting thing.
Oh, shit.
And the cops go to the old address, and the guy's just in there freaking chilling in his house, and
they blast his ass.
They fucking kill him.
They shot,
He wasn't even a part of this. So all three.
What are we doing here to make products for ourselves.
Well,
if the world shuts down,
closing the loopholes would be helpful. And also, a lot of people's medication is made in China. So
That's correct.
we need, that's a lot of issues as well. When China shut down, people couldn't get their medication.
That's crazy.
That's
so
true.
if everything shuts down, what are we gonna have? What are we gonna make for ourselves here?
Hopefully, everything. Make it all. I mean,
there apparently is a no-go zone for cops and people that don't live in the area of where the memorial for George Floyd is.
so this is some bullshit.
Imagine if she was like curling her hair and it like
Yeah,
it was
like she
metal
could've
and
been like
it was like a
this.
flash.
Yeah,
and then
man.
oh shit, she has a gun. Or like, and then, you know
Or
what I
she
mean? Like,
has the knife that everyone said that
Exactly.
they reported her scissors or whatever the fuck it was. Or frontals.
So just the bag she's using.
Correct. No, she bought this, alligator bag.
She bought it from France.
She bought it in France.
And she was traveling
Saint
with it.
Laurent.
Who'd you buy it from?
Saint Laurent.
Yves Saint Laurent.
That's right.
Yves Saint Laurent.
Yves.
I mean, I can
Stuff
speak
out.
wine terms, but that's about as far as it goes for me. Suddenly, only one of the people under surveillance told his fellow cartel members that the Godfather was just on television at the time. The agents quickly consulted who was and realized that it was the Secretary of Defense, General Salvador Cienfuegos, according to the 4 U.S. officials involved in the investigation. At the time, authorities say they finally confirmed that the mysterious patron of one of the most violent drug cartels was actually the leader in charge of Mexico's war on organized crime. So this guy is like in charge of the whole war,
Looking
the
for
army.
himself.
Yeah,
Like,
dude,
I'm like,
looking for himself.
When I read it, I went and then I fell asleep, and then I woke up. I'm like, was this a movie? Like, I mean, like
Straight up. Yeah, it's like they're dipping their toe across on
I crossed the line. Don't get in my space. Oh
Yeah.
no, I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you.
Yeah,
Yes, you
right?
are. Like,
Yeah,
no.
seriously. So, Business Insider, the U.S. military, and Elon Musk are planning a $7,500 or $7,500. Really? Is anything Elon Musk does $7,500 fucking dollars? 75. What's that?
He pisses.
Yeah, right. Seriously, he takes a dump and it's $7,500. And so Penrose invented mathematical strategies to tackle the complexities of black holes. His work revealed that black holes, instead of being just mathematical artifacts of Einstein's theory, could form in conditions likely to exist in the universe.
He got a knock. His house got a knock on the door, and his wife opened the door, and they were looking for him. And the FBI was like, "What's your name?" And he's like, Bobby Love. They're like, no, your real name. And then he like whispers like, Walter Miller.
So it doesn't even hurt the environment. Humans actually are breathing a certain percentage of plastic all over the world.
That's what I was saying. It just evaporates when you burn it.
So Samsung and SK Hynix baiting Samsung, bro. Samsung's like, Huawei, sorry, we can't, we just can't.
They can't, bro. Samsung is huge, bro.
I know,
Like-
but the fact that like our policies have that type of impact is pretty impressive. All right, BBC Bloomberg donates $100 million for Biden in Florida. $100 million for Biden in Florida.
In Detroit. He tried to jump a drawbridge in his Dodge.
Yeah, I saw that.
There's no reason for him to do it though. I think he just wanted to.
Sure.
So
So this was you said it was in China?
Japan.
Japan, okay. Thank God.
Which is crazy, dude. We needed that so bad.
Jesus. It's like we need another thing that they're trying. Okay.
It's not meme. It's meme.
Okay.
Saturday, October
Saturday
24th.
for the boys.
Hive.
I don't know what the fuck that means, bro.
What the fuck does that mean?
Proud boys.
Oh, no. Please.
I'm out.
Seth in mic 1, Laz in mic 2, Lucas in mic 3,
Hey, hey.
Ziamata in mic 4. And we're out because we said so.
Because we said so.